Hello and welcome to Pregnancy Info. Today we are going to discuss the 7 natural ways to encourage your baby to move in the womb. Feeling your baby move is an exciting part of pregnancy. These movements often start as a subtle flutters and eventually progress into full-blown kicks. If you experience a sudden decrease in movements, particularly once you are in the 3rd trimester, it is important to let your doctor know. Sometimes decreased fetal movement is due to the baby-to-be sleep cycle, but it can be a big red flag. Feeling your baby move is an important way to connect with them. They give us insight into how a baby is doing between appointments. If you are concerned about fetal movements, you might want to do things that encourage your baby to move in the womb. Here, experts share 7 simple ways to get your baby to move more than before. Number 1. Focus. Eventually, the novelty of fetal movement may wear off, or you may simply get used to being carrot chopped multiple times per hour. The longer you are pregnant, the more you get used to the feelings, and you might tune out kicks and nudge without even realizing it. The first thing I recommend is to sit down in a quiet place and focus on the movement. Try drinking something. Dr. Parr says a cold, sugary beverage like soda can prompt a developing baby to get moving. However, individuals with gestational diabetes will be instructed to limit sugar intake to manage the condition. The beverage doesn't have to be sugary. Cold water can even have a surprisingly quick effect. Have a snack. If sipping something isn't doing it, or if you are limiting sugar because of gestational diabetes, a snack may wake a sleeping fetus. A snack with complex carbs and a protein like nuts can be the trick, says Alan Smith, CNM, a certified nurse midwife at Pediatrics Medical Group in Atlanta. Get moving. Want to get your baby to move energetically? Try some gentle movement yourself. You can get up and walk around. Your extra movement may help to wake a sleeping baby and increase their movement. Change positions. If you are lying down, roll over, and you are standing, sit down, or vice versa. A position change might be it takes to get your baby kicking again. Touch your belly. Play a little game with your developing little one. Gently nudging your belly can also encourage movement, says Seam. Sometimes you can easily feel a foot pushing out, and giving it a nudge causes a reflex response. Play music or talk. Babies develop the ability to hear sound inside the womb at around 18 weeks and outside the womb at around 28 weeks gestation. Early on, the baby can only hear things like your heartbeat or your stomach gurgles, but in the 3rd trimester, they can hear sounds from the outside. Talking or singing to them could rouse them if they are sleeping. It could also motivate them to wiggle if you are relaxed. When can you start feeling fetal movement? People typically begin feeling fetal movement sometimes between weeks 20 and 22, especially during a first pregnancy. In subsequent pregnancies, you might notice these movements earlier. Some second-time pregnant people feel quickening as early as 16 weeks. How to monitor your baby's movement? Your provider might advise that you to time how long it takes to feel 10 movement. It is often recommended to do this around the same time every day. So, this is a simple method to check the movement of your baby. And the question is that when to call a provider. The general goal is to feel a minimum of 10 fetal movement within 2 hours. If you feel lesser than 10 fetal movements in 2 hours, despite efforts to encourage your baby's activity, then call your doctor. So, this is all about the natural ways to increase the baby's movement. In the next video, we will discuss the causes of less or reduced fetal movement. Till then, take care and bye-bye.